Hey, folks. Dave back here in Studio B, and we'll get some light on the subject here. Well, we're going to be doing some hockey tonight. All right. Uh, I was in Robert's chat tonight, and he's like, "You're the hockey guy. Play some hockey." So, right, we're going to play some hockey tonight and try to have some fun with it here as we go back to Stone Cold Hockey. And I think was it about a year ago about this time that Ron and I were play testing this game or reviewing it or something. And I think Gary had sent us this game. I know that we did the PC game, but I also think we did some cards and dice with this game. And I think it was about a year ago when we first played this game, and it was so much fun. It really was. It was so much fun. And so we're going to play some more tonight. I'm just getting my chat room set up and making sure everything looks okay, as I like to do. Oh, where's my channel here? I used to call right up on my phone, and now I got to hunt around for it. Okay. Alrighty, so now I can see what's going on here if anybody wants to say hi. Sorry for being on again. I know I've had a busy day here. I did my Strat Baseball Max first impressions video, and then I did a cutting video for the season ticket cards. I did want to show that off. Those season ticket cards, they just cut so easy. You find on your cutter the was it 3 2/3, and you cut it there, you do it again, and you cut it there, and you're done. Now you have it set in thirds, and then it just cuts in half. It is beautiful, and the cards come out. They're the best cards I ever cut. Best cards I ever cut. Zero trimming. Zero trimming. Just cut right on those lines there, and you're good to go. And there's no scoring lines. That's the thing about this. Once you cut it in the right spot, it's not like you're cutting on a line and then you see those lines there and you got to try to trim them out. As David stops by, hi David. You were watching one of those year-old videos today. What a coincidence! Yeah, well, we're gonna come back to this. I like to revisit some games. I have I have so many games and I bought so many on Black Friday. Now, what I did is I had the game, but I bought all the seasons I wanted. I bought the PDFs or the JPEGs or the PNGs so I could play them here on the channel. So let me show you my setup, and I'm kind of hoping this looks okay. All right, so this is how I have it set up here. So hopefully that looks good here. So you can see the team cards, you can see all the pertinent information, the dice rolls, and the whole bit. And I just got a little spreadsheet here set up for the scorecard. So we're going to play one game. We'll see how quick it goes. Maybe we'll play a second. And I had to refresh myself on how to play this game because it's been a while. But Stone Cold Hockey, cards and dice. And I have the PC game too, and Ron and I did a lot of work on that PC game as far as, helping with some ideas and a whole bit. But as I said, I still think I like playing this on the table better. And I'm not sure why, but I think I do. All right, so let's play. And hopefully you can see some of the numbers here in the cards. I could probably make those cards a little bit bigger. Maybe then in the next one I will, and I'll shrink down the control tab here so we can have the cards a little bit bigger. But we're going to play here tonight nonetheless and have some fun. Alrighty, so we're going to set this up and start rolling the ball roller here. Now how I have this set up here, the black die is the timing die. Right next to that, that's going to be our battle die. That's a 20-sided die. That's going to determine if we have a puck battle or a control sequence or an attack sequence, if you will. Below that, we have the red die. That'll be our control die check to see which team gets control. And then the blue one next to that is another 20-sided die, which will determine our defensive roll. Below that is our 1 to 100 roll, or 0 to 100 roll, if you will. That'll determine the different plays and the scores and the assists and the penalties and the whole bit. So, all right, let's see if we can play this game. It's been a while, but we're going to see if we can play here. So we got Chicago Blackhawks at the California Golden Seals, and oh man, PJ's going to kill me if it's not the Golden Seals. It might just be the Seals at this point. I forget. It's 71. I probably even have the wrong logo, but I matched up with the card. Oh, yeah, and no, the Stone Cold PC is great. The cards and dice is so much better. I got the printed set, and it's on card stock. Oh, man, it's so good. The charts are so good, too. So I'm pretty happy that I don't think I printed these. Did I? No, it's because it bleeds to the end. I couldn't have printed the bleeding to the end. So this is the professional cut. And it's so good. It is so good. All right, so let's kick things off. It's the Blackhawks and the Seals next. All right, so let's roll our die here. And so we get 5 minutes off the clock here in California. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at the 15-minute mark and change. And 11, it's less than the puck battle. So we're going to have an attack sequence. 6 on the red goes to the control for the Blackhawks. And the defensive role is a 3, and their defense is a 3. Holy cow. So the Seals make a great defensive play. So instead of column A, now anything above a 3, and I would have had a column A chance. And now I'm going to go to column D. So if you follow that, the 5 is your timing. The 11 is your puck battle die, or your battle die, if you will. So that's less than 13. So we're not going to have any kind of battle. It's just going to be a control check. 6 on the first die you see next to the blue. 6 is our control check, and you see 1 to 10 in Chicago, so they will get that. And the 3 is a defensive check, and California passes that check. With the defensive 3, they meet or beat that roll of 3. So we're going to go to column D, and column D in 94 is the defending stamina 6+. Yes, it is. We started the game, so the California Seals defending stamina is 10. And so it's no shot. All righty, so we play on. So the Seals thwart that attack by the Blackhawks, and we play on. 6 minutes off the clock. Wow, we are chomping through the minutes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're down to 9 minutes to play. 14 will be a puck battle. So we're going to go to a puck battle chart in the first period. And we're going to roll of 86 on that chart. And it says, make a stand. Both teams deal 1 hit. So let's deal 1 hit to our stamina chart. So we're going to be at 9 now. So both teams deal a hit. So our stamina comes down to 9. And if stamina of either team is 7 or less, a fight occurs. Limited to once per game. So no, it's not. So we just started the game, so some pushing and shoving, and that is it. As Marco stops by, and it's been a while since you played Stone Cold. Yeah, I watched your video the other day of that. When I was going back over some of my videos with Stone Cold, and I was watching some different people play it, yeah. And Doug says, I got some Stone Cold on. Yeah, I finally got some hockey on the Hockey Channel, right? All I've been doing is baseball. All right, so yeah, so again, nothing going on here as the Seals are skating with the Blackhawks here. In 1970, 71. Oh, by the way, the goalies will be Esposito and Gary Smith. So I wanted to let you guys know that we are going with the top goalies here on the list. All right, so let's roll the dice now. 4 minutes off the clock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to go in the first period. We're scoreless. We have a 16. So we have another puck battle. And that's going to be a 78. So a 78. That's another make a stand. So both teams deal a hit. So teams just kind of crunching, munching out there. As both teams are down to 8 stamina right now. And we play on. Now we roll the dice, and a 2. And this is kind of how the first game that Ron and I played. Not a lot going on, right? And we're like, wow, this game kind of stinks, right? And then we started to get into some of the good rolls, and oh, yeah, it was some good stuff. All righty, so it's going to be 2 minutes off the clock. 2 is going to be a control check. 11 is going to go to the Seals. And a 15 is greater than the defensive 10. So the Seals will read off of column A with a 27. In a column A, 27. Are they attack 6? Oh, they're attack 5. If they're attack 4 or 5, they get a crease chance. All right, so let's see who's going to get this chance. I like to see who's going to get the chance. All right, so 58 on my chart is Norm Ferguson. Norm Ferguson is going to get a crease chance. So Norm Ferguson from the crease. All right. He's going to shoot this one. And a 69. It's going to be a save if the goalie is 6+ and Esposito's an 8. So that's going to be a save by Esposito. So Norm Ferguson is denied by Esposito. And we play on with a 0-0 tie. And 2 minutes off the clock. So we still have some time left here in the first period. So we're down to the last minute of play. And I don't think, in the first 2 periods, it's a normal timing. It's the end of the game is kind of the crazy timing. All right, so we have a 5. So it's going to be a control check. 10's going to go to Chicago, and a 15 is going to be column A because a 15 is greater than the California defense of 3. So we're going to get an 84 off of column A. Is the defending stamina 9? No, it's 8. If it's defending stadium's 9, otherwise it's a point chance. Oh, so they are going to get a chance. All right, so let's see who's going to take this shot here. A 53 for Chicago is going to be Chico Mackey. So the right wing is going to take this long-distance shot from the point. Chico Mackey shoots on a 99, and that's going to be an easy save by Gary Smith, and he'll hang on. So let's roll the dice here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of the period, and it is. So the score at the end of one here in California, the Seals nothing, and the Blackhawks nothing. Nothing to show on the score, no penalties, no nothing, and sometimes those periods go like that. It is. And Doug says he bought some seasons, and I almost played the WHA seasons, Doug. I almost did, but I didn't know how many people would know the WHA, so I figured I'd go with some old standbys with Blackhawks, and I got another game coming up here after this, if this goes well. So let's play on. This game moves pretty quick, so we got 3 minutes off the clock here. Hopefully I'm playing this correctly. Is there really nothing going on? We got a puck battle, and a puck battle in the second period of 59 is battle back. Trailing team hustles to win possession. If tied, the higher aggression team deals one hit. Okay, aggression is equal. So the aggression is Chicago has the higher aggression, so they will deal a hit. So it says if tied, the higher aggression team deals a hit. So there's no coming back on his. So the Seals will take a hit, and now they're down to 7 stamina, and we play on. 4 minutes off the clock. And it's down to 13 minutes and change. A 20 is another puck battle. A 64. Boy, that's the same thing, huh? Another hit. So it's going to be another hit on the Seals. So now they're down to 6. So the Blackhawks are wearing down the poor Seals here. I think they're playing in Oakland, aren't they? So we got 3 minutes off the clock. So we're halfway through the period, halfway through the game. A lot of nothing going on in this one. And we're going to get a control check. 1-9 is Chicago. 6 is greater than 3, so it's going to be a shot on net, column A. And a 50 is column A. Attack 11 scores. Their attack 8. So they're going to get a point chance. All right, so it's going to be a point chance for Chicago. Let's see who's going to take this shot. A 26. So it's going to be Dennis Hull. Dennis Hull from the point. Just to give you an idea, Gary Smith is a 6. So Dennis Hull scores on a 0-41. Here's the shot. No, a 70. That's going to be another save by Gary Smith as both goaltenders throwing some goose eggs up here today. So 1 minute off the clock, and we'll have another check here. So we got 9 minutes to go. And we got a 14. It's going to be a puck battle of 40. And that'll be a minor penalty on the visiting team. And the home team takes another hit, so the Steels are down to 5 stamina. But we do have a Chicago penalty. So in the second period, Chicago penalty. And that penalty, let's find out who it's on. So we have a 41. So that penalty will be on Dan Maloney. So Dan Maloney will take the penalty for Chicago. So we have our first bit of stats up here on the scoreboard here. So we have penalty on Chicago. So it's a power play sequence. So I'm going to dig out my power play chart, and let's roll the dice. Here we go. So we're looking at the bottom now. This is a straight roll. So the Seals are on the power play. It's a straight 0 to 100 roll. Now the Seals power play is 3, and the Chicago penalty kill is 8. Oh boy! So this goes as far to the column to the right as possible. So it's going to be the worst possible chance for the Seals to score on the man advantage. So let's roll the dice and look at the bottom. 29. That's usually pretty good, but we'll see. So that's going to be a slot chance. So the Seals will get a slot chance here on the power play. Let's see who's going to get that slot chance. A 53. And that's going to be Norm Ferguson again. So Norm Ferguson in the slot on the power play. Esposito's an 8. So Norm Ferguson in the slot needs to roll 0 to 39. He shoots. No, Esposito comes up with the glove save, and he hangs on, and the power play will continue. All right, so I needed to take a minute off. Now I need to take 2 minutes off, so it's 7 minutes now, and this is the last part of the power play. So let's roll the dice again. 43, and is the attacking stamina is greater than the defense? No, it's not. They're beat up, right? Otherwise, it's a point chance. So they're going to get a shot from the point here on the power play of 59. And that's going to be Jimmy Pappin. So Jim Pappin from the point. He will need, as Smith is a 6, he will need 0 to 41. All right, 0 to 41. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I screwed this up here. This is a California power play. So I screwed that up again. So 59. I did screw that up. I was looking at Chicago taking the shots. Yeah, all right, so 59. So California power play. All right, let's get this right now. 59 for California is Don O'Donohue. Okay, so the right winger, Don O'Donohue from the point. Shooting on Esposito. Well, I got that mixed up. That would have been egregious error. All right, so 8 from the point. And that was, point chance for the Seals. All right, let me get this right. So Esposito's an 8. So he's got to roll 0 to 29. So O'Donohue, right wing, from the point, 0 to 29, scores. O'Donohue scores on the second, and the Seals get the goal, and it's Dan O'Donohue with the goal. So that's a power play goal. And it's 1-0 for the Seals. So on the man advantage, they score. Let's see how many assists now. So a 6, 2 assists. So choose the nearest forward and then roll. So we're going to go Norm Ferguson for one of them. So Norm Ferguson. And the other one's going to be 61. And it can't be O'Donohue. So we're going to drop it down to Jarrett. So Gary Jarrett. So some household names here. All right, so the Seals go up 1-0 on the power play goal. Actually, that should be second Seals power play goal. All right, just to get that there. All right, so it's 1-0 Seals as they score on the power play. And I almost screwed up that power play too, but hopefully I got it right. All right, so let's roll the dice now. We got 2 minutes off the clock here in the second period as the Blackhawks embarrassingly losing here. In the 3, it's going to be a control check. 12 is going to go to the Seals, and 12 is greater than 10. The Seals are getting chart A, column A, a 36. Attack 8 scores. No, they're attack 5. So on the 36, I got to come all the way over here. So they're going to get a slot chance with attack 5. So let's see who's going to get it in the slot. It's a 61. And this is O'Donohue again. So Dan O'Donohue scores a power play goal. He goes right back out there. And he's going to get a slot chance. So from the slot to beat Esposito, who's an 8, he needs 0 to 39. And it's a save by Esposito. So Tony Esposito keeping the Blackhawks in this one as the California Seals at home are really taking it to them. 3 minutes off the clock. So we're down to 2 minutes to go here in the second period. A 19 is a puck battle. A 41, and that's a minor penalty on the visiting team, and the home team takes another hit. Wow, so their stamina's down to 4, and we're going to get another Chicago penalty. And this one will be on 79, and this will be on Jerry Pinder. So Jerry Pinder will pick up the penalty, and the Seals go back on the man advantage. So they'll have a power play here to finish out the period. And again, they're reading off the absolutely worst part of the power play chart because they are the absolute worst. And I must have messed up. I did. I probably messed up that, but I think I got it correct. If not, someone will let me know. ID or PJ will let me know. All right, so power play for the Seals. So here's the first minute. So we're going to roll the dice, and it's, ooh, here it is. And a 7 to 13, and they score, right? They score on the rebound, and the Seals take a 2-0 lead. This is a power play goal. Who's going to get this one? 65 is going to go to Ted Hampson. So in the second period, the Seals with another power play goal, Ted and Hampson, just like that. And it's going to be a 13, is going to be 2 assists. And so let's see who's going to get these assists here. So we have a 38. So Hampson's a center. So we're going to go to Gary Croteau. We'll get one of them. Croteau. And who's going to get the other assists? A 7. And looks like it's going to be Ernie Hickey. So it's going to be Hampson from Croteau and Ernie Hickey. And the Seals. Holy cow, where is P-Jet when you need him? And it's 2-0 for the Seals. As Philip Reynolds, Philip Reynolds is a fan of the Stone Cold Hockey and the Dice United Soccer. He's always playing those on his channel. All right, so a minute to go. We rolled the dice, and that'll do it. So that ends the period, and the Seals pick up a pair of power play goals, and they lead the Blackhawks here, as the Blackhawks are just kind of stunned here in California. All right, so let's start the third period now. And here we go. So we have 6 minutes off the clock. We've been rolling really high on the dice. That's the one thing I've noticed here. So the time's been clicking away. I don't keep the full score sheet. I just kind of keep the stats here when I'm playing online. But normally I would write down the score sheet there, everything that happens. So we got, So we got a 1. So it's going to be a control check. 3 goes to Chicago. Now here we go. 11 over is greater than 3. And this is going to be a goal. I'm sure of it. So chart A, which is the best chart, and a 13, they attack 3 or more. They are attack 8, and Chicago picks up the what does this say now? I like how they have the little descriptions here, kind of like the Apple book that I play with baseball. It's so fun. Deep turnover and a quick shot, and they score. So the Blackhawks are on the board here, and let's see who's going to get this goal here. So that's number 30, and that's going to be Stan Mikita. So in the third period, we got a Chicago goal, and that's going to be Stan Mikita. Is it M-I? It is M-I, isn't it? Mikita. Let's see how many assists. We got a 4, so it's going to be 1 assist. And 19, so Mikita from Dennis Hull. So the Dennis Hull gets that turnover, feeds Mikita, and he scores, and it's 2-1, just like that. All right, so now there's just more balance to the universe now. All right, how much time off the clock? 3 minutes off the clock, so we're down to 11 minutes to play in this one. As finally something's been happening here. Chicago went to the beach, yeah. That used to happen a lot, I think, back in the day, as these teams from the cold climates would go out to California to play the Seals or the Kings, and it's like, oh, man, it's so nice, and, yeah, they go to the beach. And they say that happens nowadays in Las Vegas, is that when the hockey teams go to Vegas, they have the Vegas hangover, the Vegas flu, because they go out and they do Vegas things. All right, so 3 minutes off the clock. We have a puck battle, and that's going to be a 36. And the 36 is a minor penalty on the visiting team, and the home team takes another hit. Wow, so another stamina hit here. And it's going to be a penalty here on Chicago. So the Seals go back on the man advantage. So let me pull out my man advantage chart one more time. And let's roll the dice. We have a 50. And that's going to be a big save, and it's cleared away by the Blackhawks. So now we killed off the first minute. Let's go down to 9 minutes now. And a 78, and they're going to kill this off. They kill this and the next sequence if they need to. They don't need to. They just need to clear the last minute. So that is that. So it's a good penalty kill this time for the Blackhawks. So let's roll the dice now. We got 1 minute off the clock, so we're down to 8 minutes to play here in the third period. It's Seals 2 and the Blackhawks 1. A 3 is going to be a control check. 9 goes to Chicago. And a 4, it just edges out the 3. So it's going to be column A. Column A with a 30. They attack 6. They're attack 8. They score. It's some big pressure. And then it's a wraparound goal. And the Blackhawks have tied this game. They've come to life. And 61. This goal is going to be Jim Pappin getting the goal. So Pappin cashes in. And the game is tied. And for assists, we're going to get 2 assists on this one here. So let's see who's going to get the assist. So 75. So Pappin's a right wing. So Jerry Pinder will cash in with 1. And who's going to get the other assist is number 20. So we have Pinder's a left wing. Papin's a right wing, so we need a center. So number 20 is Dennis Howell. So we're going to bump this up to Makita. So Stan Makita will get this other one. I think that's what they say to do, is they say to find the closest, line mate that's not the same position. All right, so just like that. Yeah, go Seals. They are alive. But, boy, I tell you, a couple of goals in a row, and the crowd's booing here in the chat room. All right, so 8 minutes to go. We got a brand new game here as Makita and Papin score just a couple of minutes apart. I should probably get the box score going. I'll set it up another time and get a good box score. 3 minutes off the clock, so it's 5 minutes to play now here in this third period. 2, we're going to have a control check. 4 goes to Chicago. An 11 is greater than 3. It's going to be column A. And a 15 says, are they attack 3? They are. They score again. 3 straight goals by the Blackhawks, and they lead this 3-2. And this goal is going to go to the defenseman, Pat Stapleton, as Chicago. Third period goal for Chicago. And Pat Stapleton, the defenseman, cashes in. And there's going to be 2 assists on this one. So 17 gets an assist. I think I've been reading off the wrong column for assists, but that's all right. It's just kind of window dressing anyway. So Makita gets one. Yeah, I have been. I've been reading off the scores for the assists. So don't mind me. It's been a while since I played this, so I will correct that now. And the next one is a 24, and that'll be Dennis Hull. We'll slide that up. So, again, this is just kind of a one-off fun game, so I'm not too worried about the stats. But, yeah, I've been reading, looking for assists off the score column, so I need to fix that. So just so you know. But just like that, 3 goals in a row, Makita, Papin, and Stapleton. Whew. And the Seals, they must be on the beach right now. So we got 2 minutes off the clock, and hopefully I can play the empty net part of it right. 2 minutes off the clock. 8. That's going to be control. 17 will go to California. And a 10, their defense is a 10, so it's going to be column D. And column D is a 28. And sliding defenseman takes one for the team, and they take a hit. So a nice block shot here will bring Chicago down to 7 stamina, but that doesn't hurt them at all. And I think it is over for the Steels. Yes, it is. Let's roll the dice. So we got 2 minutes. Oh, still time. All right, so now we're in the last minute of play here. So we have to do this. So in the last 2 minutes, so I need to roll again. And so with 1:40 to go, the Seals do they want to take the goalie out? Yeah, I think that's kind of how it plays out. So we'll take the goalie out, even though it's a little early for the 70s. We'll take it out, And so we're going to pull out the goalie empty net chart. Okay. So what we do now is I think that's empty net is offense and defense, I believe. Right? Is that how that goes? Let me just double check. I had everything all lined up. So it's on the empty net phase. This is like the power play at the end, about pulling the goalie man advantage results. Only use the attack and defense ratings. Okay, so we use the attack and the defense ratings. So the California attack is 5, and the Chicago defense is 10. So we're reading off of the defense advantage chart. Yeah, it's going to be really tough to score. All right, well, let's roll the dice. Seals goalie is on the bench. Gary Smith heads to the bench. Let's roll the dice, and that's a 40. And a 40 is... That's going to be a save made by Esposito, and it ricochets into the corner. All righty. So let's check the time now. So just 20 seconds off the clock. Seal still with some time. And we have a 76. And this is going to be nice play by the defense. They clogged the lane. So Chicago circling the wagons here in the final minute. We got 2 segments now. So this goes down to 40 seconds to play. A 75. And another play by the defense. The Seals can't get anything going. Here's the last roll, and time will run out. Time will run out on the Seals, and the final score will be the Blackhawks 3 and the Seals 2. So second period goals by O'Donoghue and Hampson, both power plays, had the Seals up 2-0. But in the third, it was all Blackhawks as Makita, Papin, and Stapleton all scored. And I should probably put some times on there, too. Maybe, like I say, I'll rework my score sheet here. And the Seals win it 3-2. All righty, so let's go to our second game of the doubleheader, and we will travel in time to 1983-84, and we have the Islanders and Mike Bossy and company taking on the Quebec Nordiques as we go to Le Colisée. All righty. And we've already had the control set up. It's a 1-9 for New York and 10-20 for Quebec, if we did it correctly, which I think we did. Yeah, we have a 2 plus 2 is a 1-9 and 10-20, and then the puck battle will be the same 13 here as we had the aggression of 15. And the Seals have been beached. Yes, they have. All is right with the world again, says David. Yes, it is. All right, so let's go. We're all set. We're all set up, ready to go for the next game. And New York goes into Quebec. Both stamina at 10. And just for, what was the, so the stamina was 3 for the Seals. They were worn all the way down to 3. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. The Seals have been clubbed. Yes, they had. Phillips likes the score sheet. Well, it's just kind of a little spreadsheet. I should probably put, I'll fix it, and I'll put a period on there with a time and things like that so I can fix that a little bit more. But that's just something I had for now. But I'll make it a better one. All right, here we go. So we're going to roll the dice. 1 minute off the clock. So just a minute gone here at Le Colisée. A 2 is going to be a control check. 11 will go to Quebec. And a 5, no, it's a 5 defense for New York, so it's going to be column D. And a 74 is going to be, is the defending stamina greater than the attackers? No, they're even. So if it's not greater than, they're going to get a point chance. So, 0-3. So Michel Goulet will take a shot from the point. As we have Billy Smith and Dan Bouchard in net, I went with the top goalies again. So Michel Goulet is going to take a shot from the point, right? So he needs to beat a 9. He needs 0-23 from the point. So Goulet tees this one up, and it's going to be a save. So a nice save by Billy Smith, and we play on. 6 minutes comes off the clock now. I forgot how much fun this game was. I really do. 3 is going to be a control check. 1 is going to the Islanders, but they cannot beat the 5 of the defense of Quebec. So we got a 44 on column D, and that's a good check in open ice, and that disrupts the flow of the play. And so there's no chance for the Islanders. 2 minutes off the clock now, and it's going to be 11 minutes to go in the period. And 8 will be control check. 10 will go to Quebec, and 10 is greater than 5, so column A, but a 95 in column A. Oh, is the attacking stamina 10? Yes. It's a crease chance. All right, so they're going to be in deep. So it's a nice passing by Quebec, and that's going to send in Goulet for a crease chance. So Goulet in the crease needs 0-44. So almost a 50% chance. Goulet goes into the backhander. No, he's denied by Billy Smith. Oh, man. Oh, Billy Smith makes another save, and he keeps Goulet off the scoreboard again. 6 minutes off the clock as we go down to 5 minutes to play in the first period. Fast-moving game. 2 is a control check. 18 will go to Quebec, and a 12 is greater than 5, column A. 62. Attack 12 scores. No, attack 10 or 11, a crease chance. So the amount of time that comes off the clock. Okay, so it's anywhere from 1 minute to 6 minutes. The die next to it, the circular one, that's kind of your battle die. And that's going to determine whether we have a puck battle or a control check. All right, so you're kind of just going down the line. So get your time done. Figure out if we're going to have a control check or a puck battle. A 13 or greater in this game is going to be a puck battle. So I rolled a 13, so we'll have a puck battle. Below that, the 2 dice there, the 9 and the 20, those are both 20-sided die. So if we have a control check, 9 tells me which team, and 20 will decide if I'm going off of column A or column D. And below that is the 0 to 100. So on this particular roll, as we have a puck battle, so I'll skip the 9 and the 20 because that's the control check. And I'll go to 74 and look at my puck battle chart. So in essence, what's going to happen is you're going to roll the dice, and you're either going to read off the puck battle chart, column A or column D. Those are kind of your three choices, okay? So the puck battle 74 in the first period says, go to the agitator table. Okay. So I'm going to roll the 6-sided die at the agitator table. And sometimes the chart just tells you what to do, much like a play game. It's really like a play game. And a 4 says, does the home team have an agitator? And they do. They have 2 agitators. Okay. Deal 1 hit for each agitator on the team and a minor penalty called on the visitors. Wow. So the agitators for the home team deal 1 hit for each agitator and a minor penalty on the visitors. So if I'm doing this correctly, they're going to take 2 hits because they have 2 agitators. So I'm dealing 1 hit, and it's a penalty. So here in the first period, we got a New York Islander penalty. So that's going to carry over into the second period because we're in the last minute of play. So let's go to the second period now here. No score at Le Colisée, but we're going to have a power play here for Quebec. So on a power play, you pull out the power play chart. You don't even roll for time. It's just going to be a 1-minute segment. And if there's a goal scored, that's it. If not, you go to the second segment. So the power play's you got 2 chances on the power play, kind of, sort of. Okay. So it's going to be the first minute off the clock in the power play. So we're going to just look at the bottom die because I'm looking for a 0 to 99 number. Now, on the power play, it says Quebec is 7. And on the PK, the Islanders are 6. So it's +1. So if I look at my chart, it tells me it's +1 for the power play team, and that's the column I'm looking in. So it's a +1. So we roll a 58, and lower is usually better to score goals. A 58. And this is going to be a deflected pass, and the puck grinds along the boards. All right, so that first minute is gone. Let's go to the last part of the power play. And a 79 is not going to be good either. A 79 is actually going to be the PK unit delivers a huge check and clears the zone. So we knock off 1 stamina over here. That goes to them 9. They clear the zone. Penalties over. And we go back to normal play. And it's really that simple. Once you roll a couple of games, it's like, oh, yeah, I get it now. All right, so 6 minutes off the clock here because of the 6. So we're down to 12 minutes. A 9 will be a control check. 5 will go to the Islanders. And a 1 is less than 5, so Quebec comes up with a great defensive play. So we're going to roll off of column D with a 15. And the 15 says, composed defender spoils a clever pass. So nothing happens, and we play on. 3 minutes off the clock. So we're down to 9 minutes to play. A 15 is a puck battle. And a 55 in the second period says, will to win. Both teams deal 1 hit in a battle for possession. So both teams are going to deal 1 hit. All right? Both teams are going to deal a hit. Highest stamina team gets a crease chance. So because Quebec has highest stamina, they will get the crease chance. All right, so that's where the stamina comes in. That's really the fun part of this game, is the stamina part of it. All right, so let's see who's going to get the chance here for Quebec. 97. This is going to be Dave Pichette, the defenseman. So they're going to get a crease chance. So Pichette in the crease. Now to beat Billy Smith, who's a 9, I need 0 to 44. And he scores! Pichette scores here in the second period. Second period Quebec goal. And Dave Pichette will score this one. And looking at my assist chart, is going to be 2 assists. So the first assist, 99. Going to go to Dan Bouchard, the goalie. Dan Bouchard, the goalie, gets 1 assist here. That is cool. I've never had a goalie assist. So Pichette gets the goal from Bouchard. And 26 is Wolf Paymont. Wow, how about that? So Quebec takes the 1-0 lead here on the goal by the defenseman Pichette, with Dan Bouchard, the goalie, getting the assist. That's pretty darn cool. Okay, 6 minutes off the clock. That's good for Quebec. If you're leading, you like all the time to come off the clock. Like, look at the Seals. They ran out of time. They should have, Seals wanted the time to run off until they started losing. Then they wanted the time to stay. 16 will be a puck battle of 17 in the second period. Aggression check, minor penalty, and also they deal a hit. All right, so with an aggression check, I need to roll the 20-sided die and then add the aggression. So right now, Quebec has 8 aggression and the Islanders 7. So I would add 1 to the Quebec die. And so it's a 12, 14 is 15. So Quebec wins the aggression check. So they'll deal a hit, but they'll also take a penalty. And that's kind of how this works. Usually when you deal the hit, you get the penalty. Earlier, because it was a weird sequence, they did both. All right, so second penalty, Quebec. All right, so the Islanders go on the power play here late in the period. So nothing going on for Bossy and company right now as they trail 1-0. Billy Smith is there, so there is some aggression. That's right. Paymont, Bichette, yeah, you are hearing some of those guys. Absolutely, from the old Rockies and Scouts and Devils. Yeah, Paymont was, I think Paymont went to Toronto too. Was it Toronto he went to? But I know he was in Colorado and Kansas City. All right, here we go. So bottom numbers here. So let me get out my my power play chart. And here we go. 66. So now it's going to be Islanders power play 8 versus a penalty kill of 6. So it's a +2. So I'm looking in the +2 column on the power play with a 66. And sliding defenseman clears it away, and the power play unit is forced to regroup. All right, so nothing going on here. And I think actually it's going to go to the last minute here. I forgot to take off a minute, I think. So this is the last part of the power play. No, I'm sorry. I think it was with 3 minutes, right? So this is the last minute. Okay. Here we go. And a 46. In a 46, is the attacking stamina greater than the defense? No. So they're going to get a point chance. So it's going to be 23. So Brent Sutter is going to get a chance from the point on Bouchard. So from the point, Bouchard's an 8. He needs 0 to 29. So Brent Sutter on the power play, 0 to 29. No, turned aside by Bouchard. And that will probably end the period. Yeah, because we got to, well, actually, no, we got a little bit left here. So 1 minute comes off. We'll play 20 seconds to go. So the last minute of the period. 17 is another puck battle. 13 on my puck battle chart in the second period is an aggression check and a minor penalty and a hit. So let's roll the dice, check the aggression, and it's going to be won by the Islanders. So they'll deal a hit and take a penalty. So Quebec goes down to 7 stamina, but that'll end the period, and it's going to be a second period penalty on the New York Islanders. So Quebec will have the power play here as we head to the third period at Le Colisée, and they have a 1-0 lead over the Islanders on a goal by Pichet, assist to Paymont and the goaltender Bouchard. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so we got a power play. Now dig up my power play here. So Quebec goes on the power play, and their power play is 7. The penalty kill is 6. So I'll be reading off of the column +1. And again, that's all in the chart. Not hard at all. Just look +1 and just go down. All right, so let's take 1 minute off the clock and roll the dice. A 54 is a big save, and it's cleared away. So last part of the power play. Here it is. And a 54, and I think that's the same thing. Yeah, big save and cleared away. So they get away with that. And the Islanders have killed off yet another power play here at Le Colisée. So let's roll the dice. 4. 4 minutes off the clock. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. So 14 minutes ago. 18 is a puck battle because it's 13 or higher. We go to 0-2 in the third period. We almost had some craziness there, like major penalties, almost. But it's going to be an aggression check and a penalty and a hit. So let's roll for the aggression again. And Quebec wins this with the 18, and they would add 1 anyway. So Quebec wins it. They deal a hit. The Islanders getting ground down here, but it's going to be a Quebec penalty. So it's going to be in the third period, penalty, Quebec. So the Islanders go on the power play. Let me pull out my power play chart again. This is the 80s. There's a lot of penalties in the 80s. All right, so 1 minute off the clock. We roll the dice. A 50. Now the power play is 8. First penalty kill 6, so we're in column +2. And a 50 is, that's a big save by Bouchard, and it's cleared away. So the last part of the power play, Islanders still trail by a goal, and they bring it back up the ice. And a 65 is deflected pass, and the puck grinds along the boards, and that is that, and the penalty is over. So we go back to normal play. 6 minutes off the clock. Oh boy, there's only 6 minutes to play here. 20 is a puck battle. 47 on the puck battle chart. Oh boy. Makeup call. Minor penalty called on the team with the fewer penalty minutes. So they each have 2, right? So it's New York has 2, Quebec has 2. So it says, if even, penalty against the visitors. So we got a third period penalty on the New York Islanders, and Quebec goes on the power play. So a chance to get that insurance goal with about 5 minutes to play. So we go here, we get 5 minutes to go, and we roll our dice. A 35. And a 35 is a slot chance on the power play. So Quebec, 41. Anton Stastny. Anton Stastny is going to get a slot chance, right? That's what it was, slot chance, I think I said, right? Anton Stastny. Now he needs 0 to 30, 0 to 32. 0 to 32 scores. And no, it's turned aside by Billy Smith, who's playing phenomenal right now. Phenomenal. That would have been a save from basically anywhere. All right, 4 minutes to play. It's still a power play for Quebec. And we roll the dice, and it's a 54, and that's not going to be good. Yeah, it's going to be cleared away. So the penalty's up, and we go back to normal strength. So it's 1 minute off the clock. Islanders looking to Billy Smith to maybe get him on the bench. 3 minutes to play. It's going to be a control check. It's going to go to the Quebec Nordiques with the 15 because they're 10 to 20. And a 20 is the highest you can get. That's greater than 5. And Quebec off of chart A with an 11 and an attack of 3 or better scores their attack 10. That's a deep turnover, quick shot, and they score. And Quebec has taken a 2-0 lead. 93. This is going to be defenseman Pat Price on the goal. So defenseman getting the goals here for Quebec. 10 is going to be 2 assists. So our first assist goes to 58, and that's going to be Alain Cote. So Pat Price, the defenseman from Alain Cote. And the next assist goes to 95. Are you kidding me? Andre Dorr. So the defenseman coming up here, and the goaltenders. So Pichet's a defenseman, Price is a defenseman, Dorr's a defenseman, and Bouchard's a damn goalie. How cool is that? Oh, this game's fun. All right, let's roll the dice. All right, so 5. Now what we do here is, because we're in the final 2 minutes, we stop at 2 minutes. All righty. So we kind of ignore the 5 because we bled into the stop time here, kind of, sort of. And we roll again, and now we go down in 20-second intervals. So we have 2. So 2 20-second intervals is going to bring us down to 120. 120 to go. Islanders, yeah, we'll take the goalie out. We're down by 2, so we're going to pull the goalie. And again, it's attack versus defense. So the attack is 9 versus defense 5. That's going to give us a +4. That's pretty good. +4. So here's the empty net try here. And the 16 is, oh, that's a save made by Bouchard. And it ricochets wide. Here we go. 1 segment. So now there's a minute to play. 66. And that is defense clogs the lane. Nothing going on. And a 5 is actually going to be a 2 because we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. So that's 2 segments. 1, 2. So 20 seconds left. This is it, pretty much. And Oh, but a 22. A 22. Oh, it's another save made. So Bouchard coming up with some big saves. If this has to be a 1 or a 4, and it's a 5, and that'll end the game. And so the Nordiques, on the strength of their defenseman and their goalie, will skate away with a 2-0 win over the Islanders in this one. And that was fun. A couple quick games of hockey here tonight on the channel. I forgot how much fun this game actually is as we go back to Studio B. Yeah, this game is fun. And the cards and dice are just fantastic. They really are. I love the cards and dice version of this game. The computer game's fine. It plays so, you just hit the button, it plays so fast. I don't think you really have time to enjoy the game and look at the charts and see what's happening. That's just kind of how I feel. And when you're in a cards and dice mood, this is what you want. Sometimes you want to kick back and just hit the button on the computer, and that's fine. And the computer simulates the other games and gives you all the stats, so it's really a fun way to play too. But when you're just playing for fun, this game is just so good, so good. And David Lando says this looks awesome. It is awesome, David. But like anything else, sometimes you get a bum game. Like the first 2 periods in the Seals game that we played was kind of anticlimactic. But the third 3 Chicago goals in a row, you could feel the momentum changing in that game. And then this one here, it just was a 2-0 win for Quebec. It was the defenseman scoring goals. It was a tight checking game, and that's kind of how it went. So, yeah. So Stone Cold Hockey Revisited. I'm glad I went back. I will definitely be playing this more, and that's why I picked up all those PDFs and JPEGs on the Black Friday sale, because I think it looks better if I put them on the screen rather than trying to do an overhead shot of the card. So anytime I can get a good clean shot of the card on the screen, then I think that's the way to go. And you can really see the players and the numbers, and it helps you learn the game and follow along, if you will. So hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you liked the Stone Cold Hockey. Anyway, so it's been a busy day for me here on YouTube. I usually don't do 3 videos, but today was a 3-video day. And we'll see about tomorrow if I get that payoff pitch going tomorrow. I got to talk to Ron, see if we can figure out if we can do it tomorrow night, and we'll announce it, and we'll have some fun with that and invite you to play along if you play payoff pitch. But I think I'm going to go sign off. I'm going to make myself a nice decaf coffee because it's freezing outside and it's cold down here, and I'm going to probably play some payoff pitch offline here tonight and have some fun with it. So, hey, I'm Dave from Studio B, revisiting Stone Cold Hockey here in the tabletop. Love this game. Really do love this game. So many good games. That's what I said the other day in the chat. So many good games. So we'll talk to everybody later. Thanks for tuning in.